Today is a bit different. I want to forget about the economic jargon and fancy language for a second and get straight to the problem itself. And that's why we actually need a new system. Now, I've spoken about how people are suffering, how the middle class is paying far more than it should, how governments are manipulating levers to maintain power and to concentrate wealth. I've spoken about how the current system creates states of perpetual crisis. I've highlighted that during wars, warmongers are the ones who benefit. In pandemics, it's pharmaceutical giants. In energy crises, it's energy titans that benefit. And this isn't even my own original thought. Many other economists, like Naomi Klein, have highlighted this fact, and most people have seemed to accept it. But do you really want to know why we need a new system? Because this current system is a virus. We all blame each other for the atrocities in this world, but it is the system that breeds these atrocities that occur. It's like giving people guns, then saying, guns don't kill people, people kill people. That may be true, but why does a 6-year-old have a 32 in the first place? Do you want to know what I think the most evil sin is? It's greed. It's the insidious force that, much like handing a firearm to a child, sets the stage for impending disaster. Now, extend this analogy to our current economic structure. Giving people a capitalist system is akin to providing them with a loaded gun. The potential for chaos and calamity is undeniable. But here's the real kicker. The surface issues pale in comparison to the murky depths below. Peer into the underground and you'll witness the sinister consequences of capitalism. If the intricate web of criminal trade isn't a direct fallout of capitalism, then I don't know what is. The hidden underbelly of our society is a testament to systemic flaws we often overlook. Greed, the loaded gun of capitalism, doesn't merely operate on the surface. It seeps into the very foundations of our current societal structure. It fuels the criminal underworld, creating an environment where lawlessness thrives. We live in a world where every 2 minutes a child is sold into slavery, a $150 billion a year industry. There were over 22 million new images of child pornography on the web in 2023. That is a 5,000% increase over the last 5 years. A third of all human trafficking victims were children. Child sex slavery is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already surpassed the illegal arms trade and soon the drug trade. Do you know why? A bag of cocaine can be sold one time, but you can sell a 5-year-old 5 to 10 times a day for 10 years straight. That means one child could endure being raped over 35,000 times by the time they are 15. But no one wants to hear it. It's too dark for polite conversation. Meanwhile, over 2 million children are being sucked into the deepest recesses of hell. UNICEF's chilling alert states that 1.5 million Ukrainian kids, refugees from war, are ripe targets for trafficking and exploitation. Now let's delve deep into the grotesque reality. Picture this. Cristiano Ronaldo and Conor McGregor parading watches worth a staggering $690,000. Simultaneously, in the bleak backdrop of 2024, in January, a staggering 71,000 innocent souls were auctioned off as slaves. Shockingly, some fetched a mere $37, a pittance akin to the price of a humble cow. Those ostentatious watches, symbols of opulence, could have been the freedom for over 18.6 thousand tortured boys and girls. Now, envision those innocent faces as if they were our own kids. This is just one area we live in a system which allows 238 million people to die of starvation, 60 million kids left without education, where countries and the wealthy can be hundreds of billions of dollars in debt, more than they own, and expect their citizens to work to pay it off, where half the world lacks access to essential health services, where only 10% of the world's rainforests are left, where one garbage truck worth of plastics is dumped into the ocean every minute, which equates to over 17.6 billion pounds each year, where pollution kills about 9 million people every year, which is 15 times more than war, and obesity, alcohol and high sodium diets, where 100 million sharks are killed every year primarily for shark fin soup, where circus animals spend 96% of their lives in cages, where around 6,000 tigers are in captivity in China, where 35,000 elephants are poached each year, where 9 billion chickens are slaughtered each year, 95% of pigs are in factory farms, and cows are expected to give 10 times more milk than they would in nature. We are torturing this planet. If you think you are a good person and are comfortable living in a world like this, you are greatly delusional. I want you to watch a video, and this video highlights some events from last year after just 1 hour of research.